I'm glad to see you. We've been struggling a bit without Mrs. Butte.
And will Mrs. Levinson's arrival make things simpler, do you think?
As a matter of fact, I'd value your opinion. Her ladyship has asked me to organise a treat for the staff after the ball as a thank you.
Well, that's very kind.
They've started opening the new Science Museum in South Kensington, even though it's not finished. And I can't decide between that and a visit to see the Crystal Palace on its new site at Sydenham Hill.
I see. And this is a fun day as a thank you, is it?
Yes. I think it's very generous.
So do I. Very generous indeed. Maybe you should try your ideas on the staff. See what they jump at.
Do we have anything I can take up some ice in?
Why do you need ice?
Mr. Levinson seems to want it in everything he drinks. Glad you're all here. Something I want to tell you. Her ladyship wants to give us all a day out while we're in the south.
Oh.
And I've been thinking a visit to the Science Museum. Or perhaps a trip to see where they've put the Crystal Palace. Then there's the Royal Institution. Or the Natural History Museum. Of course, Westminster Abbey is always a good day out. Well, I'm sure we'll come up with something. Could I have that ice?
So, from tomorrow, it's full speed ahead for the ball. Could we tell them about the outing to keep their spirits up? Have you had any further thoughts?
Well, I was wondering if we might go for something a little more obvious. Madame Tussauds, perhaps. There are interesting historical figures to be seen there, and not just sensational ones.
Are there? Breakfast is done, but there are still quite a few in the ballroom.
No, go to bed. Take the others with you. I'll keep James and give him the rest of the morning off.
What about you?
It won't be the first time I've gone without sleep.
We ought to have the outing settled if we're going on Thursday.
Oh, I feel a little guilty about that. I tried out my ideas on them and I couldn't fire up any enthusiasm, so I wonder if we should just settle for a day by the sea. I know it's a defeat, but what do you think? We could take the Pullman from Victoria. A day return ticket costs 12 shillings each. It's a lot, but her ladyship's happy to pay.
Well, thank heaven you got there in the end.
Come on. I dare you.
But if I get my trousers wet...
If you get them wet, we'll dry them.
Suppose I fall over?
Suppose a bomb goes off. Suppose we're hit by a falling star. You can hold my hand. Then we'll both go in together.
I think I will hold your hand. It'll make me feel a bit steadier.
You can always hold my hand if you need to feel steady.
I don't know how, but you managed to make that sound a little risque.
And if I did? We're getting on, Mr Carson, you and I. We can afford to live a little.